Back to what I used to be doing a lot. This is going to be another Let's Play from me. Sunless Skies by Failbetter. I was debating between doing this or Sunless Seas. Sunless Seas is the harder of the two. It's also pretty much pitch black at times, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time pointing at the screen going, "That's not where that island is!" And to be fair to Failbetter, when they made Sunless Seas, they didn't really have a firm idea where certain places would be on this undersea map. They do now. They've just put Arim in, and that's pretty much going to be the last major location. So, Sunless Skies is set in potential alternate future of the Failbetter Fallen London universe. This is the early 1900s. We've taken off. Queen Victoria is now expanded out to the High Wilderness. Going to go with a legacy campaign and just standard everything. And pretty much what happened in the Neath is now just happening in the future. So nothing really changes. Playing this game is a lot like, reading up on a place you used to live with all your old friends where a bombing has happened and a lot of people that you knew are dead. So a lot of these people that come up here that mentioned briefly, I know that person. Oh, they're dead. That's horrible. Well, this is going to be the starting quest, air quotes quest, 1905, the starting year. It's not going to be, I don't remember this quest meaning all that much. You just have to deliver a box somewhere because, well, this is the captain who's probably got soul burning sickness and is now just kind of burning alive. And it's an incredibly horrible way of dying, but I can't do anything to save her, so. And we're going to go with our sky locomotive soon. That particular sound is the sound when you go to other places. Pretty much standard controls, WASD, everybody knows them. Dash left and right. I don't have a gun just yet. Dodge. This is my heat meter down here. If I rack it up too high, I won't be able to maneuver or fire. This is a big difference between Sunless Seas, where you couldn't dodge, and combat basically amounted to get behind the human opponent and just shoot them. If they're an animal, good luck. You're going to take some hits. Can toggle cruise control. There we go. Yeah, this was kind of one of the features that got added in because in Sunless Seas you just went fuel. That's going to happen a few times with supplies will be just kind of left everywhere. Rather than having to hold down the key all the time, I don't think this was added after launch. And this more or less kind of starts out with the kind of character we want to be. This is just a wreck we found. Iron, I'm just going to call these by their Failbetter names all the time. It's going to be Dangerous, and this is Shadowy. What's here? Veils, I think. I'll never say this correctly, so. You can fail these. It doesn't matter much other than you lose crew. This is notably easier than Sunless Seas, because Sunless Seas was pass or fail. This you can partially succeed or partially fail. So I've got some supplies, I've got some hull. We can take both of these. The cannon is going to be very useful. This is the only time you're ever going to be able to mount a weapon when you're out in the field. You're going to take a bat. The bat in Sunless Skies requires supplies to launch. We're going to press on the engine room. Click. In Sunless Seas it didn't, so you just kind of spammed it over and over again. Here, 50-50. Smaller party, refuel. Let's thrust the party back to the field and go on alone. This is probably a better option for me. Oh, I've succeeded. I'm going to go with more of a trickster-like character. With Ash, 2 fuel. Good. I don't want to send my scout out. I know where I'm going. I'm going to turn off cruise control because I'm going to start shooting this. If I remember correctly, there's a marauder on the other side. Ah, our captain is burning alive. She's basically been branded with correspondence sigils, which is like this. It is the language of the judgments. It's not something human beings can speak without catching fire. Yeah, she probably got hit with correspondence sigil, and yeah, she's having a bad time. She's going to kind of roast alive. Burning, yep. She's having a bad day. This doesn't matter. It's really just kind of a role-playing thing. I just picked it. Yeah, I'll listen to you because you're dying, and that's kind of the nice thing to do. I don't think there's anything they could potentially do for her if you do get her to New Winchester. And here's our first enemy. I've unfortunately fired a bit too much, so I have to wait for my heat to go down. And the very nice enemy here has decided to back off. I always screw up. I didn't want to go that direction. Fortunately, the Marauders are stupid. Oh, nice. What do we get? We don't need... That was for if we took hits. So we got money instead. So by succeeding, I got money. Yay! This is also something that's not going to bother me as much as Sunless Seas, because Sunless Seas has an economy very similar to Fallen London. So, like, things that I'd be trading for, like, you know, Memory of Distant Shores, which are like half an echo, for stuff that was absolutely not worth half an echo. Or, like, it was supposed to be meaningful or something. Like, no, this is pretty much meaningless. Yeah, I can't really do anything with this. This is the best odds. I'm gonna fail anyway. Failure. I lost a crew, I think. But I gained some money. Oh well. I didn't like him anyway. Money's kind of more important right now. I can get crew cheaper than that. I think it's 10 sovereigns. Like, a thing that annoyed me in, like, Sunless Seas is, like, I know how much things cost in Fallen London, and some of the things were just a little silly. Well, I'm actually allowed to go there. Yeah. New Winchester's kind of off in that direction. I think this part of the map is always set. And the map will scramble themselves around. It's like, yeah, it's basically always in the center. There's usually, like, the major hub is in the center and then everything's kind of around it. So, Port Prosper in the past has either been over here, or over here, or over here. It'll be in a different location this time. Probably. Maybe. We'll find out. Well, this is New Winchester, like the main hub for the first area. It's currently being fought over by two different factions. The Taketes were the revolutionary analogs, and I forget what the London bootlickers are called. They'll tell me eventually. I'm not joining them. I'm just going to join the Taketes, because why not? So we've got New Winchester. I'm just going to let people read this. Station Master comes over, speaks to the captain. Good luck with that. Bring the charcoal. Yeah, she's gone. He cares about as much as I do, so... Then he's going to talk to me, and I'll be able to go into character creation right now. So you don't pick stats so much as you pick a story, like who you were. You know, street urchin, you get Vale, soldier, dangerous, poet, hearts. These are just, individually, these just have main stats growth. And, okay, I thought some of these were dual stats. They are not. So, like, if I pick one of these, it will alter the kind of stories I can pick later on. So, like, if I pick a sailor, it'll be there'll be stories I can pick for stats that relate to sailing, but they won't be. They'll be different from, like, the street urchins ones. Some of them overlap, and most of them do not. Let's see. I'm going to go through evolutionary because why not? I don't think I'm going to be this kind of character. Watchful. Now, what do I want? I want money. That's not really very revolutionary. Fame could kind of work for revolutionary, but this is more along the lines. Now, I already know, like, the deep lore of this, so, like, I know what's going on. This is a judgment. Yes, it's a star. That's a judgment. So, secrets. This is where, like, a future where the liberation of Knight's ongoing. Like, there's a number of dead judgments already. This is demanding a revolution, ambition. I've completed Seeking Mr. Eaton's name 3 times. You can't frighten me, game. Random. That looks good. Term of address. It doesn't care if you're male or female. It doesn't pretend to bother. Yeah, Comrade's a good revolutionary name. Love it. This person will not survive. They will die. I am not even going to pretend to care that much about them. They'll die over and over again. So those are their stats: dangerous, persuasive, watchful, and shadowy. Yeah, they're different names. I'm just going to call it the Fallen London names because I'm just too used to it. So, memorial service. I don't need advice. I've played this before. Wealthy once. And the captain did something in the Blue Kingdom, which is sort of a place of the dead, sort of. It's pretty much an in-game location. If I go there, I'm going to get destroyed. Now, this is our first quest. This is just... Sunless Seas is much better about this than Sunless Skies, or Sunless Seas... Sunless Seas is better about this than Sunless... Sunless Skies is better about this than Sunless Seas. Seas implied that you could do trading to make money. This just flat out tells you just follow storylines, because you're not going to make money otherwise. A lot of people just kind of screwed themselves over and over in Sunless Seas trying to trade, and that's something that wasn't feasible until fairly late in the game. You need to follow stories in order to advance yourself and make money. So this is the first one. Give a box to someone in London, or just sell it and be done with it. The giving it, I think, is always the better option. I don't recall if... I think it just gives you money and experience. This is going to cost me 20 sovereigns, but I need the crew member. Now, they automatically go in Sunless Seas. You had to manually do it, but like he gives me more stats. 2 irons, 2 hearts and 6 iron. That's useful. And an affiliation with establishment. Okay. Now, this is another one. This is because I picked Revolutionary. So, now what am I going to do with this? Long haul. Yeah, this is when London was moved brick by brick, apparently. Problems for days here in Winchester. And this is a short quest where you take someone to... was it Prosper? It was to the east of New Winchester. So this is going to be... It makes us decent amounts of money, but otherwise isn't too bad. Explore the city. Learn about trading. I already know about that. We're going to start with our ambition. And introduce ourselves to seasoned captains. I think this is just a tutorial. Yeah, basically, this is a tutorial. Now I'm going to start my ambition. London, this is a pretty much common thing for like Fallen London writing, where they're not given a name unless they're really important. It's just an adjective. I think it's that person. Read the letter elsewhere in New Winchester. And it's coded. Don't need anything more here. I'm going to go back to the hub area and read it. I do not have a secret, so I can't continue on with this yet. So perhaps not. There's nothing more for me to do right now, I don't think. Yeah. This is like how things go between London and the Tacites. And I don't really... Nothing's... This is basically a stalemate right now. Perhaps not. With shops to the Tsar. Seeds, Ragdolins. We need seeds for that. I'm going to pick both of these up. I don't think these expire. 5 cases of munition. Oh, the Windward Company. That's what the bootlickers are called. There we go. Claim both of them. Now, can't afford any of this yet because I have no money. But I hope to fix that sort of soon. This will be enough to see me to prosper. This is probably going to be my next big upgrade. I might just skip to this one because it's more of a shooty ship. This is more of a merchant, I believe. Yeah, that's a merchant ship. This is the more assaulty one. And this I'm not going to buy for a very long period of time. This is the infernal one, so. Alright, now we're going to head east. Turn around. And off we go. Now, east, somewhere in this direction. I suspect it's around here. The map will always scramble. I'm hoping to pick up enough experience just by seeing things in order to get a level up before then, just so I can show the process off. I actually had one of these recorded earlier, then I went back to review it and found out my mic was muted, and I talked for 40 minutes and nothing recorded. Unfortunately, I had a really good start too because I had like 6 jumbles of souls and a quest to go drop them off, and I had just a huge amount of money. And like, I can't use any of this because it didn't pick me up at all. No. I was actually doing quite badly for a while. I was wondering if I was going to die just before I got to the tutorial area. That was a stutter. Okay. Alright, I don't know why it did that because this game is not that demanding. So, this is my terror gauge. This is much more manageable than Sunless Seas ever was. It would be about at 10 right about now. And you'd have to juggle your light uses with your fuel. I'm basically just not going to turn the light off because there's no real point. It doesn't drain fuel that much that I care. Okay. As you can see in the background a little bit, this stretches on for quite a while. This gives you a nice depth of space. Sunless Seas wasn't able to do that because you're just on an ocean, or undersea ocean. Winchester built wall towers, marauders. This I can do something here. I think. Yep. This is Homestead. Tiller. Uh-oh. I think that was bad. I think I just got unaccountably peckish, which is not a good thing. Admittedly, like, Mr. Eaton is long gone now, but it's probably bad. Let's see, soul, cold. I think this is new. This isn't. Yeah, I got unaccountably peckish. I don't think that was a goat I ate. I'm thinking it was a person. So I need to get rid of that. I'm going to launch the bat, and hopefully it tells me some places around here. Okay, something up there. There's something down here. I'm hoping this is XP. Okay, Memorial to the Radius Faber. I'm gonna hit. Nope, it didn't hit. So I'm almost leveled up. When I find Prosper, that's 500 XP. This is going much better because it took me forever to find Prosper, and like I just like, aimlessly wander around. This sucks. I'm not doing anything. Unfortunately, that's occasionally you're gonna have that happen. Like the game tells you to go somewhere, and like it's kind of in between like an east or northeast thing. This is a wreck. They're randomly generated. Ooh, gotta level up. I'm going to do this before I take that because the stats bonus might help. Now, a couple of these is because I was a revolutionary. This you can get from a few things. This is pretty much consistent. The prison, I'm pretty sure, is available to a couple of them. And the Liberation of Night is just available to revolutionaries. So I can pick this, get more veils, mirrors, or veils and iron, and these are functionally items. So I'm going to go with this one, because that one is... The stats are all the same, but this gives me a little bit more, and that also can unlock things as well. All of these, I believe, can at certain points in the story, but I'm going to go with the Liberation of Night for right now. The Liberation is technically underway, where like you extinguish all light and all laws. We're going to go with this. So now we have a little bit better stats now. And it might make the difference here. Nope. I want to try anyway. It's one on the third chance. I succeeded. I'm shocked. It's possible to have a possible failure and a possible success rather than, you know, one or the other. What do I get? Money. Not as much as I was hoping. Uh-oh. Didn't want you. Combat is much more active than in Sunless Seas. I hurt myself on that. So you have to pay attention to what direction you're going in. I will eat right to the face. He's not burning yet. There he goes. And what do I get? Sky Madness, that's the captain. This, I think, is 50 sovereigns and 100 XP, if I remember correctly. So this is worth it for me. I have Tale of Terror. And do I want... I don't really need the hold. What do I get? Ooh, I need one of those. You can do those in chunks rather than having to do them all at once. So that'll be very useful. Okay. That's... Now if that was a port, it would show a ladder. I'm going to hold here until he gets back. That's not Prosper, I don't think. It might be. It's relatively close to the edge. Prosper is usually a little bit further in, but that's not a guarantee. Stop clock. Ah, I am getting close to it. This is basically just going on lore, what's going on. Like there's mining for hours to prolong people's lives. What's going on? This is, I'm just going to let people stop and let people read this. Just kind of pause as I'm going through it. I'm pretty sure she never pops up again. So it's like there's no point in not being nice to her. But it's basically just going on lore for what's going on. That's a Glorious Dreadnought. I've never seen you this early in the game. They're usually blue. This is a special location. I don't have the item needed to do anything with it. Yeah, saying. Saying usually gets you info related stuff. It does. Mining typically gets you physical things. I'm gonna launch the bat. I don't like doing it too often because it cuts into my supplies. Yeah. Glad I did that. I gotta be going the wrong way. I've not done much of saying in the past, and it usually just gets you info things, and like if you're not going in that direction, it's not terribly useful. So here is Port Prosper. And somewhere up here, I believe. There it is. Here we go. I should get, yep, there we go. 500 XP. There's the dock. Now there's a location around here that you can go to Albion, the London location. I'm not going to go there because I'll get wrecked. I need a much better ship with much better weapons and a much better everything. So I need one more slot opened. I remember the first time coming here, who am I going to pick up? Oh no, not you, anybody but you. She's a character from Fallen London. She looks human. That is about the extent of her humanity. There is a story where about 20 revolutionaries tried to kill her. It looked like they'd been all stuffed into a food processor and sprayed across the walls. She was not harmed at all. I don't even believe she was aware they were trying to kill her. They were just there and she just felt like slaughtering them. Go. I like reading this. This is just so much about her that she just kind of compels people to do horrible things to themselves. As she steps aboard, a commoner calmly takes a spoon from his pocket and scoops out his eyes. Off to such radiance, all is tawdry, he says between screams. This is the kind of stuff she does to people. I forget the circumstances of her birth, but I'm pretty sure Red Honey was involved. Go. I need to get rid of one thing. Barrel arrows. I can't do any of that yet. Oops, wrong one. I need to sell. I'm going to get this back regardless. So that's just money for me. Let's cross station. Deliver the inspector. Oops, I hit the wrong one. I'm used to thinking there's a accept button down there because of how it is in Fallen London. So this is the last we see her. She doesn't have, a character portrait, so we know that. So we get supplies, 3, 150 sovereigns, 60 XP, not bad. And this is another quest, which will need nectar and ironwood. Okay, that's the deliver materials quest. Write a port report. I gotta figure out where, I think it's Victory Hall's Attacates and Company House is the bootlickers. Okay, here we go. Attend a parade. I don't remember who the Red Saint is. I should, though. Eastenders are the lower class people. I don't think this matters all that much. I think certain options pop up when you associate more with one than the other. We can't do that yet. Let's see. Transport to settlers. Transport to settler. This is just a generic quest to get money. Leadbeater and Stainor Nature Preserve. That's where the forest is at. I gotta go find that. He wants you to go out and destroy Tackety things. I'm not going to be bothered. Is there anything else I can do here? Nope. Okay, that's it for now. So I'm going to transport things. I'm going to find where the forest is. Hopefully find it in probably about the next 10 or 15 minutes. Oh, that's the portal to the next area. I'm not going there. I don't think it's tremendously expensive. I just don't feel like going there. And there's nothing for me to do anyway. Like, delivering that box might just as well kill me. I don't think I'd have the money to get back. Or not money, it wants a specific item. I think it's a permit. Let's see. It might be up here, because the Port Prosper is usually at the kind of crossroads between the forest. Irritatingly, in the last one, I actually managed to find the ship that's been overgrown. Like, I usually never managed to find it until really late when the rewards are no longer useful. So it should be up this way. There's kind of like pollen in the air. I have a feeling this is the frozen area. It is the frozen area. I'm going the wrong way. So I can't do anything over there yet. That's kind of the later area for this particular area. So I need to upgrade my things a lot more than I currently have. Desolating. Okay, yeah, that's the standard Dreadnought. I don't know why I saw a Glorious one. I've never seen them here before. This is the forest. I can see from the particle effects. Okay, send one out. Oh, it's over there. I think one of the wrecks respawned. So I need to find the nature preserve. I'm probably going to stop shortly after that. I might be able to pick up a signals guy from here. Nope, that's not the one. There's a structure that looks like this. There's a signals guy you can pick up for some more stats. What is Captivating Princess give? I don't remember. Is she active? I don't think she's... I think I need to turn them on. They're not actually active. Oops. Hearts and Mirrors, like, more or less the stats I'm going for. I need to find a port and activate them. I didn't realize you... I thought the Sunless Skies did that, but automatically it does not. This is the forest. Now, this particular area is ruled by a judgment. I'll remember the name eventually, but he's dead now, unfortunately. So the area is kind of losing cohesion. I think there's still some law that gets sent over by other judgments just by the distant lights. That's Tackety over there. I'm not going to bother him. I will eventually start shooting... Oh, he's in trouble. There's a Marauder, and they'll kill the Tackety will eventually kill the Marauder. Oh no, he's fighting with... I can't fight him at all. He's going to destroy me. Send the bat. If I get a better ship, I'll be able to fight more. Right now, I just kind of have to avoid things. Okay, this doesn't go anywhere. I gotta turn all the way around. That is unfortunate. Exploring the map out is really necessary, but it's sometimes you can just go nowhere and do nothing. I'm pretty sure the Tacketies will lose on their own to the Dreadnoughts simply because they hit a lot harder. Yeah, he's taking it right to the face. There's no like balancing between them. The London ones are just flat out better. Eventually, as you give more port reports to the Tacketies, they'll eventually start overwhelming, and then they take over New Winchester. There's no real in-game effect other than there's more Tacketies running around the map, and the London forces get like the bigger Dreadnoughts in more quantities, and they mostly just kind of hang around Port Prosper. I don't think there's a way of permanently kicking one of them out of an area. Most places have something like that where there's a faction war going on. I've not gone too much. I hope no one can hear that. Someone's kid's having a bad time. Please ignore them. They're just 4, so they whine at everything. I've not played too much in some of the other areas because they usually start getting bored because the enemies hit real hard, and I usually find something else to do. Okay, this is farther over. Ooh, there's something useful over here. I have a feeling it's going to require mining. Nope. Yeah, this is the woods. This is probably going to be supplies or fuel. It's hull. I was hoping for supplies. The supplies gets decreased by the number of crew you have. If you have above half, you'll be fine. If you get lower than that, you're going to start running into events that are not pleasant to deal with. I'm going to deal with this marauder. Ah, missed the second shot. They don't react, or they don't tend to pose too much of an issue. I'm going to eat one to the face. They also don't shoot terribly quickly. I'm trying to fire on the fly, and sometimes I'm accurate with it, and sometimes I'm not. He missed. Oh no, there's another one. I think that was a critical hit. I think I'll just take the money, get the freebie. That's not too bad. It's unfortunately something I was afraid of. There's a lot of marauders. I'm going to go straight into that. I think one of those shots crit me. If I can get to a port, or a major port in time, it won't be too much of an issue. I'm going to have to dodge. I couldn't get around him fast enough. Okay, he's burning finally. One more shot should do it. There we go. Unfortunately, I wasted some time doing it, but do I need a repair? Yes. I hated having to waste that for the repair, but like it puts me in a much better position now. And is this Magdalen's? Nope. Okay, 2 things down there. Where is the nature preserve? Magdalen should be somewhere around here so I can ditch that captain and get some money out of it. And next port I need to find, and that should be enough for a 1 recording session. I don't think this ever comes up anything. I think it's just a place you can kind of save. I did pick up some XP for killing these ships. I think it's just 100 each. This way. Now, as I go further into the game, like the scouts I can get will relay more information or potentially more locations. I think this is useless to me. I don't have good options for any of these. Fortunately, my stats are just too low. Ooh, success. Study a vision of the heavens. That's relatively useful a trade for some people. Something over there. I don't think that's the port. Might be useful. This is also where drilling comes in handy, like as a little auxiliary tool. You can get ironwood from here, and the tools pay for themselves really quickly. A saying, I think it's the only one that doesn't, because you can't sell them directly. You have to find people who want them. It's usually like visions of the heavens or gossip or such. Ooh, something over there. That is supplies. I don't have a scoop. That would give supplies. I think it just fills it up to top. Or just give 1. I think, yeah, it gives 1 supply or 2. This is the thing I was talking about. If I go in there, I'm going to lose everyone and die horribly. But this is one of the first Sky engines that went out, and the captain is alive, air quotes, just kind of infested with mushrooms. And there's a number of ways you can deal with a quest. Probably the nicest one is shooting you in the head, but like there's other ways of finishing it. So at least I know that's there. Now, where is the port? I want to say it's on the outsides of it. It might not be, though. There's a great deal of randomization as to where things go, but they generally go in particular orders, just especially like the beginning areas, so you have a better chance of... Yeah, that's the critical event that needs to be dealt with. Ugh. I hate doing that. I have to get rid of this event safely. And it costs me a supply. If I start running low on supplies, I'm going to be in trouble. So I can't really throw out the bat anymore. Unsettled dreams. Oh, that's terror's getting too high. Keen terror. Yeah, that's not too bad for a Tale of Terror. I just got to be careful in the future, because a lot of these things are going to be very unsettling to people. It's over here. Yep, that requires drilling. I don't have it. That's... Oh dear. Run. I could probably kill them. It's just not really worth it for me at this point in the game. And I need to find that port much more than I need to kill those bees. They usually drop nectar, but that's not very useful to me right now. Check the map again. This is deep into the forest. Ugh. Oh, I accidentally shot something. Oh well. No one was killed. I gotta avoid him. It's very unlikely he has supplies on him. He might have, but probably not. They're usually spaced out. So the forest is going to be like this, so it should be around here. He spotted me. They don't tend to move with a lot of purpose. They tend to float around really rapidly, and they maneuver like you can't. So if I could get some distance between him, he'll just go away. Hopefully I get to another level. This is not going the direction I thought it would. There's a horror there, and I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, this is going to nuke my terror. Regent's Grave, yeah. That's also a quest I can't do right now. I have a problem. I'm suspecting I went the wrong way. I fired again. Well, this went from I'm doing really great to everything's awful in a very short period of time. I need to dock somewhere. Yeah, terror's not looking good. He's going to aggro onto me in a moment. Oh! Well, he killed himself. That worked. I thought that was going to be a fight. It wasn't. Sky Story, Tale of Terror. Okay. No supplies. That whole area is closed off. I need to escape. I don't dare use the bat. There's nothing around here that's very useful to me anyway. Pretty much all the ports sells food, supplies and fuel. If I was running low on fuel, I could burn supplies for it, but the reverse is not true. Eating coal is a bad idea. I should stop checking that as often. It's not going to help me much. 500 more. If I remember correctly, the port is only like 100 XP to find it. I'm hoping it's somewhere around here. They're usually pretty evenly spaced, but not always. That unfortunately whole diversion was pointless. Like, the random maps are nice, I just wish they were a little bit more interconnected and you had like a better idea of where places were at rather than in that general direction, because sometimes you can just wander aimlessly for a while. Okay. So I think it's still the edge of it. I might be able to go this way through to New Winchester. I think I might have to. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's frustrating. I'll have to turn around. I have less than 49% of last supply. I think I might have to start eating people. Unless I can just blunder onto something, but probably not. Yay! Everything's awful. This is how this game turns occasionally. I don't want... Oh! Discontent. Yeah, they're surprisingly unhappy. I don't want... I think this is probably the best option. I'll get a nightmare, but I want to lower terror. Okay. Oh, lovely. Frozen corpse pressed. Oh, another corpse. Okay. Fortune. Failure. I lost a crew member. Well, that'll slow down my supply consumption. Oh well. Fewer people to feed. Oh, nightmare. I think that maxes out, it's game over. But I have ways of dealing with nightmares, so it's not really a problem. I have a feeling that doesn't go where I want it to, and I've already hit a game over state. That's unfortunate. Sometimes random chance can just do that to you. May as well at this point. I don't think I'm going to succeed. Oh, figures. That's where it is. Alright. Fine. Yeah. Didn't need to bother in the first place. Oh, that's not the... This is, what's it? It's the, Mutton Isle knockoff. Oops. Yeah, I thought that was below me. It's not. It's over here. Like, people are going to start complaining, but, like, we're at a port. We're fine. Yay! Port Avon. I don't think there's anything sinister here. I think it's just trying to play on people's memories of Mutton Island and the Isle of Cannibals. There we go. Even, yeah, you can only do stuff here as long as you're welcome. And there's ways of increasing it, and it's generally quite profitable. Okay, shops, bazaar. Selling. I believe we have a thing for that. Right now I'm going to buy the supplies. There we go. Stop complaining, everyone. Now, I'm going to check that quest I had. I think it was for seeds. Yeah, 3? What's these? Oh, 3, yeah. So that's a good deal. 1, 2, 3. And I complete the quest. They wanted 80 per one, and I'm spending 75 total for the 3, so that's very worthwhile. I might buy one more of each. There we go. I'm maxed out on that. Stories. I'm going to very quickly just go through this. Who are you? They've added some stuff since I played last. I have this. I know what this is. This is for immortality. I have my Fallen London character has this. This is too much. Immortality, there's no price that's too much. He's already immortal just by having a sip of it. I think they've kind of retconned it to not immortality, but like increased vigor. Usual shop. The Hesperian cider is ridiculously expensive. In terms of echoes, in Fallen London, it was 16,000, and it took me several years to get. Okay, I'm wearing out my welcome, unfortunately. I think my welcome is just about gone. And is there anything else? Perhaps not. Village Green. No. Oh, it's the wrong one. Nowhere in. Usually you can get like a companion here. You don't want to be bothered. These are... Yeah, you can get like a mascot here. I don't think I want to be bothered at the moment. Cyclopean Ruins. And don't want to do that right now. Don't have the stats for it. So to end this set, I'll level up. You notice I still have most of the same ones. I think they stay until you pick them. Lost Love and Augusta Avenues. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense for Revolutionary. Scandal, I think Jail is more likely. Hearts and Mirrors, Veils and Hearts. Kind of need hearts more. We'll have the Lost Love in our background in a moment of inspiration. So hearts, veils, or mirrors. I'll never get the two straight. I always look at that and think it's watchful. There we go. And now we have more of our background. And before I forget, I'm going to act. No, they are active. Okay. Never mind. So those are my stats now. Much better now. I probably need a bit more veils, but like I kind of need all of them. Affiliations. Yeah, the soul qualities are new. I don't remember them on launch. And this just tracks how many crew member dies. And we're unaccountably peckish. Oh well. Oops. So, that ends the first session. I hope everyone enjoyed this. So, until next time, bye.